Okay, good afternoon, welcome to VANIKIAS, and we will discuss science and technology. And today we will discuss some questions with respect to mains, that is subjective classes, subjective questions. Okay, first question is India's lunar missions, besides attesting to the development of space technology, has contributed significantly in exploring the lunar surface. Discuss in 150 words. Okay. India launched its first lunar probe, that is Chandrayaan 1. How you should approach this? You should write something regarding Chandrayaan 1 and Chandrayaan 2. Right? India launched its first lunar probe named as Chandrayaan 1, which completed lunar orbit and had an interceptor mission in 2008. In 2019, India went to the moon again and landed with a lander and rover mission under Chandrayaan 2. So these are the two moon mission or lunar mission of India, which is first is 2008 and second in 2019, which will carry a lander and a rover. There is a rover and a lander, right? Lander means that will land the mission, and rover means that will walk on the surface of the moon. The following attest to India lunar missions providing their capability in space technology. First thing is rare feat. That is, till now only 7 countries or group of countries have been able to send lunar missions. So India is among those 7 countries who have sent lunar missions to the moon, right? Who have sent the lunar mission. So it is a rare country. India is among the 7 countries. Second is indigenous technology. India has achieved this feat despite the ban on transferring of critical technologies like cryogenic engine, etc. to India. Critical engine technology like cryogenic engine. Right? How this is India's indigenous technology. Cryogenic engine. What is cryogenic engine? We use cryogenic engine in the GSLV. That is the geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle, and the topmost layer of that, it is consisting of 3 layers. One is solid engine. Secondly, liquid engine. Third is cryogenic engine. Cryogenic engine, that is consists of hydrogen fuel and has it is highly efficient, right? Its power is much more as compared to the solid or liquid engines. So indigenous technology consisting of developed technology like cryogenic. Cryogenic is a developed technology. This is because it has its cryogenic, its capacity is very high, and it can take around 8,000 kg satellite to the low Earth orbit. So it is much more powerful as compared to any other launch vehicle earlier used by ISRO. So it is indigenous technology. Now you have developed indigenous technology. So one of the features is that it is rare feat. It is among the 7 top. Only 7 countries have sent their lunar mission, and India has sent already. It has already sent 2 lunar missions, and third lunar mission 2000 this Chandrayaan 3. It is going to be launched within 1 year. So indigenous technology and rare feat. Next. Low cost. Chandrayaan 2 was launched around 978 crores, which is very low cost, right? Fraction of lunar projects by other space agencies. So it is very cost effective. One of the reason is that we have used PSLV, that is Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. That's why. No, you have not used PSLV. You have used PSLV in the Mangalyaan, but in case lunar mission we have used GSLV, right? And it is very cost effective. That is around 970 crores with very fraction of cost of the lunar projects by other space agencies. India has sent it, so it is very cost effective. Another thing is impact. Despite the low cost, ISRO didn't compromise on the quality of material and resources and has been churning out successful missions. So it is proven that India is releasing successful missions to the space, and it has also taking various contracts from the private enterprises. Other countries also, it is also successful. It is also launching successful missions. It's not that quality is compromised because of the cost, because it is already proven by various missions that are launched by ISRO. Novel approach. In Chandrayaan 2, ISRO has used the continuous orbiting of the Earth, which helped the spacecraft gain enough velocity and altitude to escape the Earth's gravitational pull. So it continues orbiting the Earth gradually. So it helped so it is a new approach. It's a new approach. Earlier, escape velocity means you have to give huge amount of power to huge amount of force to escape a satellite from the Earth gravitational field. But now it is continuous orbiting. ISRO has used continuous orbiting of the Earth, which help the spacecraft gain enough velocity and an altitude, escape the and to an altitude, that is to escape the gravitational pull of Earth. These lunar missions have tremendously helped scientific research. Findings of Chandrayaan 1. What are the achievements of the Chandrayaan 1 and Chandrayaan 2? First thing is detection of water. It is found that abundant presence of water and hydroxyl ions around the polar region of the moon. So around the polar region of the moon, there is abundant water and hydroxyl ions. Then magma ocean hypothesis. It is confirmed that moon was once completely a molten state. By magma ocean hypothesis (MOH), it is confirmed that moon was once upon a time it was a molten state. It was in molten state and magma is released and moon is found. Evidences of landing site Apollo 15 and 17. It found anomalies on the lunar surface about the landing of USA Apollo 15 and 17. So as they have landed, those anomalies are seen. So there is evidence of Apollo 15 and 16, that is the initial missions by NASA to the moon, that is also identified. Okay. New spinal rich rock. The data from devices on board led to detection of new spinal rich rock type on lunar far side. Detection of new spinal rich rock type on lunar far side. So there is rich rock type of surfaces are found in the moon. Detection of X-ray signals. It is detected X-ray signals during the weak solar flares, indicating the presence of magnesium, aluminum, silicon, and calcium on the lunar surface. So by X-ray signals, detection of X-ray signals, it indicates that there is magnesium, aluminum, silicon, and calcium on the lunar surface. There is also evidence of sodium. It is collected fast unambiguous evidence of high sodium abundance on the lunar surface, suggesting relatively cooler lunar surface evolution was expected. So there is that's because of the relatively cooler lunar surface evolution was expected. So the evolution was during the evolution time it is cooler as compared to the Earth, that is due to the presence of sodium. So there is rich rock, there is X-ray signals, there is calcium, silicon, aluminum, magnesium, sodium. All these are found in the lunar surface. Findings of Chandrayaan 2. The reconfirmation of water. It found signatures of water at all latitudes. Right? So reconfirmation. At all latitudes, it has found signatures of waters on the surface of the moon, earlier known as to be present only in the polar region of the moon. Earlier it was known that in the polar region only water is present, but now they have got another evidence that both in other regions also there is water. Presence of precious elements. Apart from major elements like magnesium, aluminum, silicon, calcium, titanium, iron, etc., it examined detected minor elements like chromium, manganese for the first time. right? For the first time, this lunar mission Chandrayaan-1, it has found out chromium and manganese for the first time. This might help understanding the magmatic evolution of the moon. How moon is evolution happened in moon. This may understand that, and that also sodium presence also says that it is comparatively cool. Okay. Then study of active regions of the sun for the first time. This will better our understanding of the mechanism behind hitting the solar corona. We don't know why solar corona is so much heated. Solar corona means the outer regions of sun. The outer regions of sun is much heated as compared to the photosphere. Rather than the surface of the sun, the outer regions of the sun is much more heated, right? So yes, this will be our better understanding of mechanism behind the hitting of solar corona. It will help understanding the solar corona. Chandrayaan-2 attempt of soft landing did not prove successful. Right? Attempt of soft landing by Chandrayaan-2, it didn't prove successful, which will again happen by Chandrayaan-3. Nonetheless, India is known for its affordable and cost-effective missions. Right? Further, the studies carried out by both the missions and the technologies used in lunar missions demonstrate the advancement of space technology in India. So these are so far as the Chandrayaan-2 is concerned, it was 97% successful regarding the landing, but 3% due to last 3% landing, it didn't happen. That's why the mission was failed, and it is known for India's affordable and cost-effective mission. India is known, and that's why Chandrayaan-2 has not given us enough information. But however, Chandrayaan-1 has proved that there is chromium, there is manganese, there is titanium, calcium, silicon, magnesium, there is presence of water also. It has proved there is presence of water, there is rocky surface, there is sodium, right? Evolution, it has that will help us to study the evolution of moon, right? There is this, that is rich rock. There is rich rock is also there. There is X-ray signals. There is water at all latitudes in the moon, on the moon surface. There is evidences of there is hydroxyl ions. There is water, hydroxyl ions, and there is evidences of landing of Apollo 15 and Apollo 17. So these are the various information that are given by the Chandrayaan-1 and the Indian lunar mission. And the third mission, that is Chandrayaan-3, is going to be recently around within 1 year, it will be launched to the moon. So first question is completed. Despite various advantages of satellite-based internet connectivity, its adoption has been sluggish due to several factors. Satellite-based internet connectivity. Who has started it? Elon Musk was also planning for satellite-based internet connectivity so that it can provide internet connectivity all over the area without any limitation. In hilly areas also, in different areas, this can be given. Satellite-based internet enables access to broadband on the earth wirelessly using the satellite. Right, wirelessly without any wire. For example, at present there is, for example, there are broadband connection. There is broadband connection. There is various big towers. So without wirelessly, it will provide internet access. Such type of satellites are present in geostationary, medium Earth orbit, and low Earth orbit in satellite-based. Right? What is this geostationary? Geostationary means, see what is geosynchronous. Geosynchronous means geostationary means any satellite that is revolving around the equatorial plane at a height around 36,000 km from the Earth's surface. That is geostationary orbit, equatorial plane and 36,000 km from the Earth's surface. That is what we call as geostationary. Then medium Earth orbit. Medium Earth orbit means 2,000 km to 36,000 km. In those areas also, this internet connectivity can be established. Satellite can be launched. In low Earth orbit means 200 to 2,000 km. That is low Earth orbit. So this such type of communication satellites can be placed anywhere. In satellite internet, the data is transmitted using radio waves or laser. So radio waves is used. Radio waves is used instead of microwaves, which is presently we are using. Radio waves are used in case of the satellite connectivity. The development of cheaper satellites along with newer innovations has made satellite-based internet attractive option. As the prices of satellites is declining and also innovation, so now we can think about the satellite-based internet is an attractive option. The advantages of satellite-based internet are as follows: global high-speed coverage. This will make possible deliver internet based services to the remotest area of the planet. Usually based on tower system, they are not present in the remotest area of the planet. So this will help in the providing internet connectivity to the remotest area of the planet. Ease of installation and deployment. Satellite networks can be rolled out and scaled off a lot faster than terrestrial, mobile and broadband networks. It does not require right-of-way clearances, which typically slow down terrestrial, broadband and network rollouts. Ease of installation. Rolled out, yes. Satellite networks can be rolled out and scaled up a lot faster than the terrestrial, mobile and broadband networks because they need tower system, and establishing tower in different areas. That's a difficult task, especially in case of hilly areas, in case of sandy regions, of for example in Rajasthan and other remotest areas. Developing such type in development of infrastructure, all these things are very difficult, right? Development of infrastructure is also very difficult. It does not require right-of-way clearances, which typically slow down terrestrial broadband network rollouts. Stronger bandwidth capabilities. Satellite-based internet connections can handle high bandwidth uses without compromising the speed and quality during the high traffic or peak use time. Yes, it can handle high bandwidth uses without compromising the speed and quality during high traffic or peak use time. For example, at present during the evening time or during the cities during the evening time when there is high traffic, the internet connection becomes slow. So such type of problems, there is buffering is seen in the various internet connections. Such type of problems will not be faced in case of internet-based satellite system. Satellite-based internet system, that is stronger bandwidth capabilities, easy installation in terms of development, multi-access devices. The network could be accessed through different portable and mobile devices. With access to voice and data high speed, multi-access. So, and you can have access to different portable and mobile devices. So at the same time, it can multiple access, huge number of devices can be connected to the satellite-based internet system, right? So, and that is also the data is of high speed. High speed data will be available by okay. Next. Despite these advantages of satellite-based internet connectivity, its adoption has been sluggish. Yes, its adoption has been sluggish. Why it has adoption is sluggish? Elon Musk was planning to start satellite-based internet services. What are the reasons? First is high service cost. At present, satellite internet is one of the most expensive methods of broadband connection. Right? While globally it is the cost of equipment. Is the main driver of the cost. Right? Cost of equipment. In India, the cost driven up to the presence of multiple intermediaries, reservation of satellites for government programs, etc., So because of such type of problems, high price of equipments, reservation of satellites for government programs, the service cost is very high in case of satellite based internet connection. Okay, role of weather. When the weather is rainy, cloudy, windy, snowy, satellite signals can be lost, leaving customers without service. Further, trees, buildings, and other physical obstructions can block the satellite signals. There is the probability of this also is a issues. Then accumulation of space debris in the low Earth orbit. In the low Earth orbit, for example, in 400 to 600 kilometers, for example, generally high amount of space debris. That means space wastes or remnants of different type of different satellites have been flowing, and companies such as SpaceX or OneWeb, etc., are deploying satellites in the low Earth orbit to provide broadband services. The race to build satellite based on internet capabilities has increased the possibility of collisions with existing debris, which can lead to catastrophic events. Catastrophic events. Accumulation of space debris in the low Earth orbit. So the companies such as SpaceX, OneWeb are deploying their satellites in the low Earth orbit and to provide high broadband services. So the race to build satellite-based internet service that increase the possibility of collisions with the existing debris, because huge amount of debris are already present in the low Earth orbit, right? Because of the various countries are releasing their satellites, and the remnants of old satellites, which are unuseful satellites, that is also they are in the low Earth orbit. So that there is also a risk of space debris in the low Earth orbit. So there is high service cost, role of weather, accumulation of space debris in the low Earth orbit. All these are the issues. All these are issues present with respect to satellite based internet connection. And so far as the advantages is concerned, it is of high speed, and it is advantages are stronger bandwidth, multiple device access, stronger bandwidth, ease of installation and deployment in case of remote areas, and there is global high speed coverage. There is also high speed coverage, stronger bandwidth capabilities. There will be no quality issues during the peak time, and multiple devices access. These are the positives and these are the negatives. Next is another negative is that your poor latency and high ping rate. The satellite based internet system is based on a sophisticated communication network where data is transferred between satellites in space to the internet service provider and back again. The satellite based internet has poor latency and high ping. Poor latency means the processing speed is poor. The delay in processing speed. Despite its limitation, satellite based internet presents a huge potential to connect the unconnected, especially in a developing country like India. Thus, measures need to be taken to provide adequate policy support and facilitate private sector participation for the widespread penetration and coverage of satellite based internet services. Right? For the coverage of satellite based internet services, especially the remote areas, there is a huge potential in case of areas in remote areas like in India's Himalayan states or other remote areas. Satellite based internet system, this can help. There is a huge, so government must bring some policies so that will be affordable to the citizens, and by developing research and development, how can we make it affordable to the citizens? Government should take some actions with respect to it. Okay. Space tourism. Starting the significance of space tourism and list the challenges associated with it. Space tourism is in the news or discussion or a debatable topic. Space tourism refers to activity traveling into space for recreational purposes. It covers space flights that are subtropical, orbital, or even beyond the Earth orbit. The Russian Space Agency successfully facilitated orbital space tourism in early 2000s, during which time 7 space tourists were taken into space. Since then, the number of private enterprises have started to pursue the travel. 7 space tourists. So space tourists, they are also going there, and it was first started by Russia. Significance of space tourism. The experience of observing the Earth from space is called as overview effect. Overview effect of experiencing the Earth from space is called as overview effect. This is a cognitive change of consciousness where astronauts experience a new sense of obligation and responsibility towards the planet Earth. It's a cognitive change in the consciousness. That is overview effect. That is watching the Earth from space. Okay. Scientific research. In longer space flights, there will be an opportunity to study long-term physiological changes. Longer space flights, there will be an opportunity to study long-term physiological changes in humans as a result of being in space. Long-term physiological changes, right? In longer space flights, opportunity to study the long-term physiological changes. What are the physiological changes that is happening inside human as a result of being in space? There are also changes to carry out small-scale experiments in the tourist flights. So small-scale experiments can be done in the tourist flights simultaneously with the space tourism. For example, on the recent Virgin Galactic so research can be done. Okay, small scale research can be done in case of tourist. Then potential future and extraterrestrial bodies. One of the end of goal of space tourism is to prepare for the creation of a colony on the moon or Mars for research purposes or even the long-term habitation. That is one of the aim. Especially at present, that is for research purposes, where few members will stay for few days and they will make some research there or observation of different areas. That is one of the aim. That's why they were developing space stations. Development of new sectors. As the space tourism industry evolves, number of space flight participants will grow. Suborbital orbital flights will inevitably give away lunar excursions and trips to Mars and beyond. As space tourism industry evolves, the number of space flight participants will grow, and orbital flights will enable to give away lunar excursion or trips to Mars and beyond. So it is a development of new sectors, right? New people may be interested to visit the Mars or Moon, and in that direction we should try our development in that direction, providing such type of facilities. What are the challenges? One thing is cost and inaccessibility. Cost is extremely high. At present, space tickets cost between $2 lakh. $2 lakh means around, it is okay, $2 lakh. It is, in case of Indian rupees, it will be around 16 lakh 1,60,000. Sorry, 1 crore 60 lakh. It will be around 1 crore 60 lakh rupees to around 2 crores, right? For Virgin Galactic flights, the prices of other carriers are not public yet. Blue Origin sold one seat on their space flight for $28 million as a part of charity auction, demonstrating that the super wealthy have the exclusive access to the opportunity of being a pioneer, right? So those who are super wealthy, those who can pay 2 crore, they can go and visit 2 to 3 crore. They can go and visit to the space. They have the super wealthy have the exclusive opportunity to being a pioneer. They can have experience of space flight. So the cost is extremely high. Only the extreme rich people has the power to access it. Next is vested interest. It also appears that billionaire owners of space companies are more interested in winning the space race. The billionaire owners of space companies are more interested in winning the space race and gaining monopoly over space than protecting the planet. Monopoly over space than protecting the planet. That is vested interest. So the billionaire owners of space companies are more interested in winning the space race and gaining monopoly over the space than protecting the planet. So there are vested interest of billionaires as well to have monopoly regarding the space resources and for example in launching satellites, or because that is not regulated at present. Space is not regulated by any international organization at present, so that is also a risk. Monopoly may happen. Then safety concern: the space industry does not experience catastrophic failures from time to time. Also, rocket launch and its re-entry to the Earth atmosphere are two very risky parts of a space flight. While difficulties can arise due to faulty machinery or possibility of human error would always exist, because we see recently, for example, our Chandrayaan 2 mission is failed. Despite we have lost huge number of satellites, still we have experienced Chandrayaan 1 and still we have Chandrayaan 2 mission has failed. And we have seen also Kalpana Chawla, the Indian American, has died in space while returning to the Earth's surface. So whenever it is the very risk part is re-entry to the atmosphere and rocket launch, because at that time there is high friction with the Earth atmosphere may lead to the blast of the satellite. So there is risk of life also. It is not there that are not because of faulty machinery or human errors. It will be huge risk to the life of human beings. Okay, environmental cost to the planet. It suggests that the carbon footprint of flying to space in the rocket is about 100 times more than taking the long haul flight. The carbon footprint of flying to space in rocket is about 100 times more than taking long haul flight. However, while space tourism is criticized for being a recreational activity for the super rich, it has tremendous potential to make space transportation cheaper, expand the resources available to human civilization, and eventually spread mankind beyond Earth. So it is just a starting, it is just a nascent stage. If proper research and development goes on, we can in future, after, for example, after 2 decades, we can plan to as proper space tourism with affordable costs, and also at least that will make space transportation cheaper, so that if you find some rare earth materials or such some precious metals in the space, we can use it also. So it is a huge amount that will provide us a potential of huge amount of resources outside Earth, because as present time, the urbanization and the materialism, the way of our materialistic lifestyle, the resources of Earth are declining continuously. So if you start such type of program at present, so in future you can also utilize the space resources, right? So yes, so obviously there will be they suggest carbon footprint flying to space rocket. It is 100 times more than taking long haul flight. So this taking a it is not environmental friendly. A rocket is highly polluting to the environment. It causes 100 times more environmental pollution as compared to a flight. Okay, so this is about space research. The issues are regarding space tourism. First thing that renewed emphasis. Okay, what are the suggestions? We'll see briefly. We'll see about space tourism. First, right? What is space tourism? Right. In Russian space has already started. First, renewed compassion towards Earth, when that is called as overview effect. Scientific research research and chances of scientific research in the space, permanent research or staying there, or habitation in future. Potential future for extraterrestrial bodies. We can see if there is any colony on the moon or any lifestyle that is possible. Development of new sectors. Space tourism industry evolves, right? New sector. And challenges associated with space tourism: cost and inaccessibility. At a moment, space tickets cost around 2 lakh to 2,50,000 for Virgin Galactic flights. Around 20 million also in cases of $20 million. So it is very high cost, and there is vested interest of monopoly of some billionaires. There is also safety concerns because it is very risky when during the landing and during the catastrophic failures also happens when the satellites comes to the Earth surface, or it rises above the Earth surface during the launch of the satellites, and the returning back, there is risky. It is very high risky, and many times we see catastrophes. Environmental cost is 100 times more in case of a rocket as compared to flight. Discuss how Ministry of Electronics and Information Technologies (MeIT's) strategy on blockchain can give impetus to the use of blockchain technology in India. Right? How Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology strategy on blockchain can give impetus to the use of blockchain technology in India. Okay. So it is asking. So primarily it is asking about the government steps regarding blockchain technology and how it will impact. Just a second. Okay. What is blockchain technology? Blockchain is a distributed, decentralized ledger technology. See, it is distributed and decentralized. Decentralized means there is no central authority which control blockchain. Right? There is no central authority which control blockchain. For example, cryptocurrency. There is no central authority which controls the cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is the application of blockchain. Okay. That facilitate the process of recording transactions and tracking assets in a network. That facilitates the process of recording transactions and tracking assets in a network. It is amalgamation of various technologies such as distributed systems, cryptography, etc. Various technology. Recording transactions. Recording transaction means facilitate the process recording transaction and tracking assets in a network. So that is highly secure network. It is a highly secure network. It is decentralized network and it is distributed, right? And yes, It is cryptography. Cryptography means only end-to-end encrypted. No third party cannot interfere between a transaction. It is almost impossible to hack blockchain technology. It is almost impossible to hack blockchain technology. This technology will provide faster, safer, and cost-effective end-to-end services. Faster, safer, and cost-effective end-to-end service. It will help in fraud prevention as well as enabling trust in the digital world. It is cost-effective, safer, faster. Faster means yes, for an international transaction, huge amount of money. Suppose there is international transaction, then it will reach faster and safer. It is highly secure as compared to the normal transactions, and cost effective. The service cost is very low in case of blockchain technology, and it is end-to-end services. That means the hacking or such type of financial fraud will be almost impossible in case of the service. It will help in fraud prevention as well as enabling trust in the digital world. It has applicability in diverse domains like education, governance, finance, healthcare, and cybersecurity. Education, governance, finance, healthcare, and cybersecurity. It has applicability in diverse domain, right? That means blockchain can be utilized in education, governance, and finance. Primarily, it will be in finance system, healthcare, and cybersecurity, because it is developed technology. Everywhere it can be applied. Recently, National Strategy on Blockchain has been formulated by Ministry of Electronics and Technology. The minister is Ashwini Vaishnaw, and the State Minister of State is your Rajiv Chandrasekhar. Information technology seeks to create trusted digital platforms. Trusted digital platforms promote research and development, facilitate state-of-the-art digital service delivery, and make India a global leader in the technology. This is the objective of Ministry of Environment in Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. It seeks to create trusted digital platforms, promote research and development, facilitate state-of-the-art digital service delivery. It seeks to give impetus to blockchain technology in India in the following ways. Fostering geographical distributed nodes across the country will facilitate effective utilization of the blockchain technology in different domains such as health, agriculture, education, finance, etc. So in different domains, that is health, agriculture, effective utilization of the blockchain in different dimensions, that is health, agriculture, education, finance. So here blockchain can help, and it will help in boosting the economy, in providing providing boost to science and technology and the overall economy. MeitY has initiative of various research projects to focus on advanced research addressing various challenges and detection of vulnerabilities in blockchain technology based on solution. There are various vulnerabilities in blockchain technologies. For example, one of the issues is that in case of anonymous, the nature is anonymous. The nature of blockchain technology is anonymous. That means terror financing, terror funding can continue in case of blockchain technology. And because of that reason, that may be difficult for the law enforcement agencies to control terror funding. So such type of vulnerabilities, sub types of solutions. There is also DDoS attack. DDoS attack that may be potential harm to blockchain technology. So such type of vulnerabilities are also exist in the blockchain technology. Although it has widespread application, will dramatically change the system, governance system, and technological system where at present we are using, but still there is also some vulnerabilities that need to be addressed. Designing and developing an indigenous blockchain platform incorporating identified best practices at an advanced level of technological features. So MeitY will work in designing an indigenous blockchain platform so that which can use, because if you are using the blockchain platform or any technology from the foreign countries, for example China or USA, there is chances of data mining and misutilization of data. So to secure our data and data for data localization, we have to develop such an indigenous blockchain platform which is highly secure, and that will be a sovereign blockchain platform, and so that there will be no issue of data mining. So thing is that blockchain strategy, yes, trusted digital platform, making it trusted digital platform, promote R&D and facilitate art digital service delivery, effective utilization of blockchain technology in different domains, that is its applications, and blockchain based solutions, research projects, indigenous blockchain platform. All these things need to be created by the ministry. Integration with important national legal services, for example e-Praman, DigiLocker, e-Sign, Umang, all these things, there are various national level services are there. Organizing user awareness and workshops to sensitize MSME. To sensitize MSME, government departments, judiciary and law enforcement agencies to boost the adoption. User awareness workshops to sensitize MSME is also organized. Updating the existing regulations and policies are needed based on how national blockchain evolves and experience gained during the implementation. So existing regulation and policies that need to be updated, because we sometimes have to also update the CRPC in case of any violation of law. It must be punished. It's a new concept developed, so new laws need to be legally incorporated so that any legal challenges can be addressed properly. The planning and implementation of national blockchain framework, a multi-institutional approach involving various stakeholders from government, premier academic and research institutions, startups and industry like CDSE, NIC, NICSI, NGED, state government is proposed. So implementing national blockchain framework. It is planned. Multi-institutional approach involving various stakeholders like government, academic, private sectors, and various private bodies are included for the implementing of national blockchain framework. The strategy is synchronized with the Presidio principles, foundational values for a decentralized future. Presidio's principle, that is foundational value for a decentralized future. Future must be decentralized. That is, decentralized means based on our demand, based on our service. Everything need to be decentralized. If that will happen, for example, decentralization of our data, that is localized data, that will not be misused. Decentralization means based on demand that need to be addressed. Decentralization. These are released by World Economic Forum. The document calls on all stakeholders, including developers, government executives, international organizations, corporate boards, others, to uphold these standards as they build blockchain applications and to self-direct their ecosystem in using these principles as a foundational vision for how users should be protected. How users should be protected, there should be a common vision in case of blockchain technology by various entities. All those who are stakeholders, they must contribute so that how the rights, the vision, how the users can be protected properly in case of blockchain technology. Bring on the contributions of Dr. Bikram Sarabhai in the development of space technology. Bikram Ambalal Sarabhai was Indian astrophysicist, considered the father of Indian space program. He worked on cosmic ray studies. He worked on cosmic ray studies and at Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, IAS Bangalore. He was mentored by Nobel laureate C.V. Raman. He was appointed as the chairman of Atomic Energy Commission of India and was largely responsible for the establishment and development of India's nuclear power plants. That is Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. He has largely responsible for the establishment of India's nuclear power plants. Right, chairman of Atomic Energy Commission. He is the chairman of Atomic Energy Commission. Okay. He has studied under the C.V. Raman and studied in Indian Institution of Science, Bangalore, IAS Bangalore. Father of India's space program. Contribution to the development of space technology in India. Establishment of ISRO. His vision and commitment led to the establishment of Indian Space Committee, establishment of Indian National Committee on Space Research, that is in Scopes-Spar, which later rechristened as the ISRO in 1969. Right. So based on his efforts, in 1969 ISRO was established. Physical Research Laboratory (PRL). 1947, he returned to India and founded Physical Research Laboratory in Ahmedabad. 1947, he returned to India and founded Physical Research Laboratory in Ahmedabad. PRL was one of the first research institutes in India to work in the field of space sciences. India's first rocket launching station, along with Dr. Homi Bhabha, Dr. Sarabhi, set of India's first rocket launching station at Thumba near Thiruvananthapuram. It led to development of present-day indigenous rocket launchers, that is SLV, PSLV, and GSLV. Right. So, along with Homi Bhabha, Dr. Sarabhai has set off the first rocket launching station at Thumba, that is in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala. SLV means satellite launch vehicle, PSLV means polar satellite launch vehicle, and GSLV means geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle. Development of satellite program. He started a project for the fabrication and launch of an Indian satellite. As a result, the first Indian satellite, Aryabhatta, was put in orbit in 1975 from the Russian cosmodrome. Right. So Aryabhatta was put in orbit by 1975. The Russian cosmodrome, Russian help, development of satellite program. He started the project, that is fabrication and launch of Indian satellite. Further, satellite instructional television program SITE was launched in 1976 based on his dialogue with NASA. Satellite instructional television experiment was launched. The project helped India to gain technical experience in the field of satellite communications and made available informational television programs to rural India. His legacy lives strong today and continues in the Indian space program, which focuses on indigenous development, just as he envisioned. The lander of India's Chandrayaan-2 Vikram was named after him, Vikram Sarabhai. So the lander of Chandrayaan 2, Vikram, was named after him, and so was the Vikram Sarabhai Space Center (VSS), ISRO's facility for the rocket development in the Thiruvananthapuram, that is named after Vikram Sarabhai. Okay, so site was launched based on his dialogue, that is satellite instructional television experiment, development of satellite program, Aryabhatta input 1975, physical research laboratory, India's fast freight launching station with Homi Jahangir Bhabha in Thumba, Thiruvananthapuram, right? And based on his recommendation, ISRO was established. That's why that are the contributions of Vikram Sarabhai. Okay. What are these non-fungible tokens? Non-fungible tokens discuss the advantages and the concerns associated with them. That is non-fungible tokens. These are digital objects that can be a drawing, piece of music, photo, or video with a certificate of authority created by blockchain technology. These are can be a drawing or piece of music or photo or video which is certificate of authenticity created by blockchain technology. It is based on blockchain technology. So non-fungible tokens are based on blockchain technology. These digital objects, which are actually computer file can be exchanged or sold with its certificate. They must be sold or purchased as a whole, as they cannot be divided, unlike the fungible tokens. So they cannot be divided. They are already sold as a whole. NFTs are different from digital creations in terms of being backed by blockchain technology. NFT is based on blockchain technology. A photo that is based on blockchain technology, a music that is based on blockchain technology, right? NFTs are different from different from other digital creations in terms of being backed by blockchain technology. Further advantages: immutability and proof of ownership. NFTs are based on blockchain technology, so there are rare chances of alternation. You cannot alter or change. That is based on NFT because it is extremely difficult, almost impossible to change anything in the blockchain technology. Erasure or replacement. Therefore, proving the origin of authenticity of digital content is easier with the NFTs. Authenticity of digital content, because to ensure copyright, ensure copyright in case of the digital creation or intellectual property rights, NFT will be very strong, and it is almost impossible to alternate. Monetizing artistic assets in IPR protection. Yes, artists, musicians, influencers, sports franchises using NFTs monetize digital goods and have previously been cheap or free. Using NFTs, artists can protect intellectual property rights to verify their original work. So their original work they can verify using NFT, using non-fungible tokens. Unique and collectible. NFTs are unique and rare. There is an urge among the people to collect them. In addition, uniqueness of NFT provides them an extra layer of legitimacy to collectible content, especially from the digital assets. So among all the digital assets, it is extra layer of legitimacy. It is legitimate. It is easily distinguishable, and that can be proved easily that this creation only belongs to a particular person. So that will strengthen the IPR intellectual property right regime. Investing and trading of NFTs. The potential for profits through investing and trading is an advantage of purchasing NFT. For example, the collective digital term CryptoPunk 3100 generated more than $7 million in investment return. So a digital item thus can get a huge amount of fund it can be advantage of purchasing the NFT. The potential for profits through investing and trading through NFT. Concerns. What are the concerns? Concerns about uncertainty. The true value of NFT is yet to be realized because it is based on blockchain technology. The NFTs are sourced around 25 billion in 2021, and some experts believe that NFT are a bubble that might pop, leading to investors losing money. It may happen, right? Because there is high level of uncertainty that is getting realized. Fraud risk. Although only one file has a certificate of authenticity which cannot be replicated, NFTs still can be copied. So there may be fraud, chances of frauds are also there. Moreover, scams like emergence of fake marketplaces, unverified sellers often impersonating real artists, selling copies of their artwork for half price, vast trading NFTs being increasingly reported in recent times. So misutilization of NFT is also getting reported at recent times. So there is also chances. So concept uncertainty, fraud risk, that is a problem. But benefit that it can be investment, and it will help in investment and trading. There is also environmental concern. NFT are based on blockchain technology, and using it requires a lot of computing power and translate high energy uses, increasing the carbon footprint. So the carbon footprint that is released by IT industry will be increased if, because blockchain technology that requires high computing power, so high e waste or those waste will be increased. It will the uses of high energy that will have environmental concerns or carbon emission. Risk of threat. Although technology is behind NFT is secure compared to the other ones, trading platform exchanges where NFT exchanges transactions takes place are not completely secure. There have been several reports on NFT theft taking place in cyber security breaches. So there is also theft issues are also reported. Although it is more secure than any other platform, still there is also chances of theft. Security concern. NFT can use for laundering money always or financial illicit activities. Financing illicit activities like terrorism, like drug trafficking, all these things can be done by NFTs. NFTs and cryptocurrencies have gained remarkable momentum in the era of digital technology, and they need to be regulated to prevent misuse. So it need to be regulated so the misuse will not happen. So the lectures complete here. Like this video, share and subscribe to Vanik. Thank you.